Well, our team here at Coin 6 has been telling you about the shootings in Portland, which have been at record highs, not just the last few days, but the last few months.
And so we're digging deeper, trying to get answers as to why we're seeing this increase. And tonight we're hearing from the president of the Portland Police Association, who says bad policy is to blame. That's what he told our Jenny Young, who joins us live now with more. Jenny?
Well, we're only a little more than a week into October, and Portland police say there's already been 12 shootings, 3 of them deadly. The latest happened on Tuesday. A 23-year-old man shot to death at a downtown Portland hotel. Now, when you look at the numbers, it is frightening. So in September of 2019, there were 32 shootings the entire month. September of this year, just last month, 117. Now, leaders in the police department say something has got to be done.
July, record month, more shootings than we've had in 30 years. August, record month. September, another record month for shootings.
These are some of the faces of the men and women and even teenagers who have been shot and killed in Portland since July.
This carnage can't continue in the streets of Portland. People need to be safe.
Back in June, the Portland City Council voted to disband the Police Bureau's gun violence reduction team. Daryl Turner, president of the Portland Police Association, said the results of that decision have been devastating.
And they have families and they have real people involved in this that are grieving, that are losing family members at a rate that we have never seen before in the city of Portland. When we found out that GVRT was going to be disbanded, everybody predicted exactly what was going to happen, maybe not at the level it was going to happen.
According to the latest data from PPB, in July, August, and September, there were 341 shootings. Compare that to 2019. The city had 393 shootings the entire year.
For any commissioner, any elected official who's not a subject matter expert, who's never ever even trained in police tactics, who studied police tactics, or who even went through a citizens academy to learn something about police tactics, for them to weigh in and say that they were race profiling, that they were biased in their proactive and their policing is wrong, and we can see the results of that.
Turner told us GVRT was renowned nationwide. Police departments across the country came to Portland to study the team. He said the unit had considerably low numbers when it came to the use of force, one of the things that got the attention of other police forces.
Because they wanted to see how they did what they did and how they were so effective without using the amounts of force that we talk about, we see other places.
So Commissioner Joanne Hardesty was one of the most outspoken critics of GVRT. Now, the money that funded the unit was supposed to go to a street response unit that was Hardesty's idea. So far, that unit has not been formed. We reached out to Hardesty to talk about that. We'll let you know when we hear back from her. Reporting live tonight, Jenny Young, Coin 6 News.
Jenny, thank you.